welcome back, guys. Oh, welcome back. Okay, so today this would be the last series, the last topic on family crisis. We started the family crisis some times last week, and this will just be the last discussion on family crisis. Okay, last week we spoke about an introduction to family crisis and the major cause and all, right? But today I want to look at the end product of family crisis. Forgive me if you are just joining me for the very first time. My name is Jonathan, and this is how I see it with Jonathan. In case you have not liked, you have not subscribed to our channel, please, I don't know what you're waiting for, but please do well to subscribe, do well to also turn on the notification button, and also do well to like, comment, and share our content, right? So very quickly today I want to discuss the end product of many family crises is what I call divorce and separation. Yes, divorce and separation. There's a part of the scripture that says, loss begets sin, sin begets death, right? It's like a process. It starts with challenge. So I need to show you guys the cycle of family crisis. So I'll preferably just call it, let me call it the cycle of family crisis, how it evolves and where it ends, and why we need to be careful as a family. Right. So the first, the embryo stage of family crisis is what I call challenges. Yes, challenges. Challenges happen to be the egg, the seed that begets family crisis, right? And trust me, family crisis is not the end. There's an end, but it starts with challenges. Now, you need to understand that challenges is it's normal. It's normal to go through challenges. That's what it's true. Even God went through challenges. I discovered in the scriptures, in the book of Genesis chapter 1, God created the perfect earth. Then He came in verse 2, and the Bible said the earth was in disarray. It was dark, formless. But when God saw that challenge, God did not call the thing a challenge. One, God did not say, who made my head dark? Who caused everywhere? Who scattered this head that I spent time to create? God didn't come to start, talking the way many women and men do in their marriage. I wish to be this since I got married to you. My family is this since I got married to you. I lost my job. So when you spend time talking about the challenge, you magnify it. And when you magnify the challenge, what it does is that it blocks your mind to seeing a solution. Right? So whenever you are in a challenge, a family challenge, what you need to do is not to spend time soliloquizing about that challenge. Don't spend time with your wife always magnifying the challenge. Financial problem, your children comes to you for money, like, don't you know I don't have a job? You don't approach things that way. When you talk about your challenge every time, you magnify it, and once it is magnified, the more magnified it is, the lesser you see the possibility of a change, the possibility of a solution, a way out. Right? So what you would want to do is to admit that there is a challenge. Then that is it. Okay, it is dark. The scripture says the earth was dark. God did not say it was light. It was dark. It was formless. Right? Then the Bible then said, let there be light. So immediately you admit that there's a challenge, the next thing for you to do is to seek out solutions. What can we do? What can we do? Always look at the positivity in a challenge. What can I do? What can we do? What can I do? What can we do to make it better? Do you understand? Now, so the first stage of family crisis is what I call the embryo stage, which is what? The challenge. Now, the second stage of the family crisis is what we sincerely call the family crisis. Because once there is mismanagement, like I discussed with us last week, once there is mismanagement, what happens next is that family crisis is bettered, right? The state of chaos in the home, the state of disarray, the state of unsettlement, the state of, it becomes a total darkness, a state of as if would there ever be a solution. But trust me, even when you are in a state of family crisis, there is always a solution. That you are in family crisis does not mean that is the end of it. There's a way out, but it is you very deep in the well. You have to call out for help. That is the place of prayer, the place of you asking God for help, the place of you crying to God for help, the place of you talking to mentors, talking to those who can draw you. You see, in the state of family crisis, you cannot do it alone. In the state of family crisis, you cannot help yourself. At that point in time, you need an external assistance. You need someone who can help you and hold your hands and draw you out of that situation. Don't keep quiet about it. You see many people, women dying these days in the home, keeping quiet about it, suffering from abuses and what have you. Because you see, when you are in a state of family crisis, you don't keep quiet. Probably when you are going through family challenges, yes, you can keep quiet about it. You don't need to go about talking about your challenge to everybody and every dick and harry that comes your way. No. But when you've got into a state of family crisis, you must never keep quiet about it. Because in keeping quiet about it is where you get swallowed by it, and the end of it many times is usually very, 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 very bad. Right? So, from family challenges not well managed becomes family crisis. Solution: get external assistance. Talk to somebody. They say two heads are better than one. I don't believe that. Two good heads are better than one. Right? Now, so having find yourself in family crisis, now the end of it, many a time, the last stage of it for me is divorce and separation. You see, when family crisis is not well dealt with, it leads to divorce, it leads to separation. That is where you see the man leaves his wife, the woman is all about her own, everybody's just on their own. Then the children suffer. Because when you are in a home where the father and mother are not together, what do you expect? The children, there's no head covering anybody. It's a broken home is a passage for the devil to enter. So when you see many homes that many children are misbehaving today, go and check where they came out from. It's usually traceable to a broken home by reason of family crisis. So what family crisis comes to do, what you don't understand is that this crisis doesn't just come to shake things. It has come to cause divorce. It has come to cause separation. So you get to a place where the man and the woman cannot live together again. They cannot stand themselves. And they don't care about the children at that point in time. They don't care. For them, it's about themselves. All they think about is myself, myself, myself. And they don't care about the children. Even if they cared, at that point in time, the children is no more a priority. Separating becomes a priority for the sake of their sanity. This is what family crisis will do. It will cause a man or a woman to leave her husband. It will cause the home to scatter. Everybody goes their way. So you must not allow this happen in your home. See, there are 1,000 reasons that could lead to family crisis. I could talk about being unfaithful. I could talk about excesses, bad character excesses. I could talk about so many things. Trust me, there are 1,000 reasons why you would want to divorce. But the scripture preaches against it. God doesn't like divorce. That is why I said, for me, family crisis is traceable to situation mismanagement, which is a test of maturity. Sometimes it's not about because your wife cheated on you or your husband cheated on you. It's about how you managed it, how you managed the situation. And if you are not mature, if you are not trained for whatever thing you are going into the marriage or whatever it is you find yourself in, that is where you will start thinking about divorce. Now, don't get me wrong. When you get to a place of family crisis, speak out. Some person's family crisis could be the husband, could be abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, traumas. At that point in time, it's not you and your husband again. Talk to somebody. See a therapist. Talk to your pastor. Talk to a good friend. Talk to somebody and not allow it swallow you. Don't allow it swallow you. But you must not allow it to get to a state of divorce or separation. Why some people it even gets to a state of death. We have heard of different stories of how from family crisis the wife was killed, the husband died. So this is a message to every parent out there. This is a message to every man and woman who wants to go into marriage. Please and please and please and please, before you join yourself to a woman and start what you call family, count your cost. How prepared are you? Are you prepared for the challenges that life may bring your way? If you are not, why don't you take out time to go and probably just prepare more, read books, go for seminars, pray hard, talk to God, and ensure that when you are going into it, you are going into it with your full chest. And whenever you find yourself in a challenge, talk to God about it. And if the challenge goes to become a crisis, talk to somebody about it. And I just hope and I believe that this video would help somebody. We must preach against divorce. We must preach against separation. We must preach against sexual abuse and abuse in the home. This is what God does not want, and this is one thing we must stand against. So friends, I don't know if this has been a blessing to you. If it has, please do well to share, do well to like, do well to comment, and do well to also subscribe to our channel. Till we meet again, my name is Jonathan, and this is how I see it with Jonathan. Stay blessed.